Yo, what's going on, world? Um, I'm about to do an interview for my man's Bobby P. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed with the opportunity to do an interview for him. I definitely appreciate that. A few questions here. I'm just gonna go through the list and answer them. Um, let's see. The first question says, "What influenced you starting out?" Um, what influenced me starting out to rap? The passion to speak my mind influenced me. The thought that I can voice my opinion poetically. Poems started me. Just reading certain poems and poetry. So I used to do that when I was young. Just started writing poetry and listening to other people's poetry, Mark Twain, and just hearing good poets. You know what I'm saying? Maya Angelou and everybody. That's what eventually started me to get writing, to actually write things that make sense, poetic wise. So that what I would say was starting me out. The second question is, who are you influenced by now? Now I'm influenced. It's changed. It's not really just one person that I'm influenced by. It's life in general that I'm influenced by. Life is forever evolving, and it's a real beautiful thing, you know. So I can say life influences me now. The things that I go through, whether they be good or bad, they still influence me to help me be able to create and document any kind of material that I document. And that's definitely one of the greatest influences, including God, which is the creator of everything. But life in general, how everything is laid out, influences me. Um, how long have you been rapping? I took it serious in 2008. You know what I'm saying? 2008 was the year where I decided to go public and do open mics and get out into the streets and try to spread my name on a physical point then. So I would say since 2008 is when I finally decided to get serious and started getting in people's faces and doing it in the street. What are your songs about? Most of my songs, again, is about experience. It's about what I went through. It's all life situations at hand, whether it be my life, somebody else's life, something that I witnessed, seen, heard. It could be about you. It could be about me. It could be about somebody else down the street. It could be about everything. But namely, it's about what's going on, current events. It can be about politics. It's a wide variety of what my songs could be about, and that's why I'm influenced, because the life channels me. You know what I'm saying? So I can write about pretty much anything, whatever I'm being thought about, whatever I'm being drugged into the energy, wherever life takes me. That's what I can write about. What are some of your themes? I use different themes and angles to direct songs and albums to pull in different crowds. So some of my themes, like currently, I can use the Dark Knight theme, which is the Batman theme, to reel in, because everybody knows the story of Batman. But the way I did it was from a hip hop standpoint, being me and the character. Like my theme of taking a Bruce Wayne aspect and later being Batman. A lot of people don't know how to differentiate Bruce Wayne and Batman, but they're two different people. So using that theme for my latest project, to me, was some of the best things I did, and it worked out for me fine. What does hip-hop mean to you? Hip-hop means life to me, breathing. So without hip-hop, I don't think that I would have made this far. Hip-hop is God to me, you know what I'm saying? Hip-hop is a way of life. It's an evolution. It's revolution. You know, it's expression. It represents strength. It just represents fun, happiness, love, everything. Hip-hop is huge, man. At a point where they said it can never work and never it sailed past whatever, and now it's global. Hip-hop is a universal communication throughout the entire universe, through all races, all humanity. Where are you from? I was born in Harvey, Illinois, outside of Chicago, south suburbs, by way of Robbins, Illinois, and raised mostly in Chicago Heights through my teenage years, going to high school and junior high schools out there. What's the hip-hop scene like out here? Namely Chicago. The hip-hop scene is segregated in Chicagoland area. From the south to the north to the east to the west, it's all segregated. You have different cliques, you have different everything. Everybody is separate. And it shouldn't be like that. We only come together for certain purposes. And I don't think it should be like that. But you can get a different taste of flavor depending on where you go within Chicago. You go up north, you might hear more lyricism. You might hear more creativity throughout the artist. You go down south Chicago, you might hear more of the radio aspect, more of what's catered to the radio, 92.3 or B or whatever. You might hear more of that. But it changes, you know what I'm saying? It definitely changes. It depends. You have very few that raps from the heart, truly. Do you remember your first rhyme that I ever wrote? I actually don't. First rhyme, it was so, I used to write real complex. Like, I used to try to fit a lot of words in the bar. You know what I'm saying? It was very hard for me to count bars back then because I had a whole page, 2 pages, and think it was one verse. So I can't remember my first rhyme. Let me see. Tell me about your experiences growing up with music. Growing up with music, my mother was my guru for music. She played everything from rap to R&B, everything, you know what I'm saying? So growing up and listening to her play her music is, back then I didn't understand it, but growing up I really appreciated it. And that's how I was clean into the sounds that I listen to now. My mother was the gateway for real music for me. Do you come from a musical family? I would think so. I would like to say so. You know what I'm saying? My family, we definitely love music. We definitely do. Did either of your parents encourage you to pursue music? Yes, they both did. When they found out how serious I am with hip-hop and making songs and everything, they both encouraged me to keep going. And they both listened and heard me. And they both, they like what I have to say. Surprised, but they definitely like it. Which one of your albums are you most proud of and why? I'm most proud of I Declare War, which is my second album released in 2010. I'm most proud of that because I said a lot of things that I wanted to say, and it connected with a lot of people from a lot of places. And I'm very proud that I can make that connection. For me, just coming from that, you know, from being in Robbins to being the only child and being quiet in high school, I now have reached a lot of people from different countries as well. Are you currently working on any new music? Yes, I am. In 2013, I'm planning on putting out some new project. I have no names right now. Maybe a mixtape or maybe an album. But right now, I'm currently just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But there will be some new music in store for 2013. And again, this is Q Storm signing off. Thank you, Bobby, for this opportunity. And follow me on Twitter at IamQStorm. Go get the entire catalog, Reinvention, I Declare War, Dark Knight, and Uncensored 1 and 2, which are the mixtapes. Thank you. FREEMINDZ signing off.